Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is going to be a get to know me video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some random facts about me, and I hope you enjoy the video. So the first fact about me is that I'm a Christian and I totally love Jesus. That is one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel, so that I can share Jesus with others, share how awesome and how amazing he is. God has literally changed my life, and I want other people to just embrace and really know God. And that is why why I made this YouTube channel, to help you grow your relationship with God. The second thing is that I am Nigerian and I am a medical doctor. My Igbo name, I should say, I'm from the Igbo tribe, and my Igbo name is Chisom, which means God is with me. I love my name so much. I always used to say that I would love to name all my kids Chisom. I used to say, I would give all my kids, it'll be Chisom 1, Chisom 2, Chisom 3, to however number it ends. But, that's not going to work out. But my daughter, I have a daughter, and her name is Chisom. So she's the only one who is going to have that really awesome and amazing name. And like I said, I am a medical doctor. I am married. I live on the island of St. Kitts with my family, and I have a daughter. I have notes here on my iPad, so I'm going to be looking down from time to time just to keep me on track so I do not get distracted. So I have one sibling. I have a brother. I have a younger brother. I always wish that I had an elder sister, just so an older sister, just so you can be like, hey sis, can I borrow that dress? Can I take your makeup? Are you still gonna use that perfume? Just somebody who is older than you that you can really talk to, and someone who has gone ahead to experience life before you, or experience things before you, so that you can get good advice. I also love to sing. I actually am a worship leader at my church. I love to sing. I love to use my voice to serve God. I made a promise to God. I said, God, I'm going to use my voice to serve you as long as I live. So I have been singing for a long time. I've been singing for a very long time. Well, yeah, I've been singing for a very long time. I also love to write. I love to journal. Journaling changed my life. Bible journaling really changed my life. And last year, I also published my own journal, which I will leave the link in the description box below. It was definitely amazing for me to do that, because I remember when I started journaling, when I got into a personal relationship with God, and seeing how that progressed to me having my own journal was definitely amazing. I love to write. I'm a visual learner. I remember back in school, I would make notes. Like when I would read, I would make notes, and I would make notes out of that note and make another note out of another note. I would learn. I would remember things like the way I wrote them. So that's why I would write things over and over again. Like when I'm in the exam, I'll be like, remember when you wrote that thing at this corner of the book, and when you use the red pen to highlight it. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I actually remember that. So that's how my brain works. I'm a visual learner. I also love. I mentioned that I love to read. I love to read. Like, I love books, mostly non-fiction books. I love anything that would help me grow in my relationship with God, mostly books on spirituality and, growing your mental health, growing mentally, anything that's going to stimulate me, to help me know, to help me learn. You know, if I wanted to learn something, I just go and I go and get a book. That's one of the ways that the Holy Spirit speaks to me too. He speaks to me through books. So I always have a lot of books lying around, and he just says, you know, go pick up that book, and you know, and I go. So another thing about me is that I love ice cream. I love ice cream. My favorite flavors would be coffee and strawberry. I also love cake, and I also love chocolate. Like, oh my gosh, chocolate is like my weakness, like especially the milk chocolate. Like wait, but though the best chocolate I've had, the best milk chocolate I've had is the Kinder chocolate. And the Kinder, you know, the one, I don't know if you pronounce it Kinder or Kinder or whatever, but I only see that chocolate in the UK. I won't lie, there was a time I actually bought that chocolate on Amazon just so that I could taste it again. That's how much I really, really love, you know, that particular chocolate. I do not like seafood. Which I feel like, you know, like when you eat meat, right? You only eat like a part of the meat. But when you eat seafood, like when you eat like something like shrimp or lobster or crab, like you're actually eating the whole thing. So I guess that's why I don't I know it's crazy, but yeah, I don't like seafood just because it feels like I'm eating the whole animal. Oh my gosh, I can, well, really, I can actually, can I take a piece of it? No, I don't know, but that's my excuse why I do not like seafood, because I feel like I'm eating the whole, you know, the whole fish or the whole animal, the whole seafood, which is weird, right? But my favorite color, I don't have a favorite color really. Do I? No, I don't have a favorite color. But there was a time where almost all the clothes in my wardrobe was black. I would buy black, not because I liked the color, but because it was safe. I would buy black clothes, black shoes, black everything. So now I'm getting older. I'm trying to add more, you know, colors to my wardrobe because I cannot wear black all the time. I also love, going back to food, I love yam. When I was in Nigeria, yam, fried yam, boiled yam, any kind of yam was my best to eat. Yam with tomato sauce. Woo! And my best soup is bitter leaf soup, which I have not had in a very long time. You know, that is one of the reasons why I really do miss home. Just to go, I miss food. I miss Nigerian food. I have some here, but it's not the same. Like, I miss my mother's cooking. But yeah, let me get back to my video before I get sidetracked with food. So like I said, I have some notes here just to keep me on track. So I definitely love shopping. Yes, shopping is therapy for me. Now that I have a family, I'm trying not to shop so much because, like, you just can't spend that much money anymore on buying clothes and stuff for yourself. So like, I would go, even when I go shopping, right? Like when I would go to UK for holidays, like I would go shopping in the morning, and by the time I'm done, it's like night, like 4 p.m. Like, it's like, where did all the time go? That's how much I just love to buy stuff and just walk around, you know, shopping malls, trying on stuff. And I wouldn't say I'm an introvert, but I wouldn't also say I'm an extrovert. So I'm in between. If you don't know me, you think I'm quiet. I could be quiet to those who don't know me, but when you get to know me, I am going to talk you till you don't want to hear me talk anymore. I really love to talk. I love to, like, you know, hear other people's thoughts and what they think, and I love to encourage people. I have always been an encourager. I'm one person, if I'm going through a hard time, I will tell you, you know, don't worry, it's going to be okay. I love to encourage others. I actually get joy and just feel happy from helping other people. I am 6 foot. I'm 5'6", and my love languages are quality time, gifts, and act of service. Before I actually got married, right? Act of service was not part of my love language. But now that I'm married, like, if you love me, then go wash the dishes. Really, I didn't know that your love language could change, or that you could actually have another love language. But yeah, it does. So if you don't have a love language now, like, just give it a few years, or just let something happen and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that I actually like this. So I started high school when I was 9, and I graduated when I was 15. So I definitely started really early, and I was one of the youngest people in my class, but you would never know unless I told you, because I always acted, more mature and older than my age. Also, I got my driver's license at the age of 26. I don't know if that's old, but I feel like it's old. I see people who are like 15, 16, 17 driving, and I got my driver's license when I was 26. Mostly because when I was home and I tell my dad, we want to drive, we want to learn how to drive. He'd be like, no, what are you going to learn how to drive for? African parents, what are you going to learn how to drive for? Like, you don't even have a car right now. Like, when you have a car, then you could drive. And I'm like, but you have a car. But you have a car, like, we could learn how to drive. Well, we never did. So I just got my license. I was actually 8 months pregnant when I got my license. I felt like a really, really huge balloon going there and trying to get my license, but I had to do it because I'm like, I'm not gonna do this when the baby comes, because I'm just going to be too busy and too tired. So I went for it. I'm also very optimistic. I'm a very optimistic person. If there's anything like too optimistic, then that is me. I always would try to find a silver lining in everything that happens, and that is just me. I'm a very positive person, and I do not like negative vibes. So like, once you're negative, like, we just cannot hang around me, because I do not like negativity at all. Also, I was never a very sporty person. I never liked sports when I was growing up. In high school, we used to have this inter-house sports, like like a sports day, and I would always run away. Like, when they're looking for people to do stuff, you would not find me. The only thing that I would get into was we used to call it match past, but it was like a parade where you parade and you wear, like, you dress in uniform with everybody, and you match. And I don't know, I didn't see the point for it, but that was the only thing that I did. I also almost drowned once in my life in a swimming pool. Yes, I was learning how to swim in high school, and I guess my swimming coach was so excited because he was so proud of me. I was learning, swimming, learning so good and so well. And it's like, we were having practice one day, and it's like, keep going. Like, we had to keep going. Like, once you got to the end of the swimming pool, you had to go back. Like, he was not giving us any break. So in my head, I'm like, dude, I am tired. I have cramps. And you know how crazy it is when you have cramps and you're swimming. Yeah, I had cramps, and the guy keeps saying go, and he actually held a belt. Like, at one end, and if you didn't go, he was going to hit you. And so I was so scared. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'm tired. I'm having cramps. And he did not listen to me. So I went. He was in the middle of the swimming pool, and I almost drowned. So that I had a phobia for, like, it was a long time before I actually broke out of it. But I still do not like to swim in the ocean. I would rather swim in the pool than to swim in the ocean, because I am made for land. I do not want even imagining that. I don't care how little the fish is. I remember I was in the beach with somebody and they were snorkeling and they're like, oh my gosh, I see some really cute fish. I'm like, what? By me? Oh my gosh. And I just went out. I just went out. Like, I would rather go in the swimming pool than to go into the beach or into the ocean. And another thing about me is that I have a fear. I do not like to fly. I wish I could just snap my fingers and I would just appear or just go wherever I want to be. When I go on a flight, I would pray from the beginning of the flight till the end. Like, I don't know how people actually will go on flights and sleep. There was a guy that I saw, he went on a flight and he literally, once he came, he slept, and the only time he woke up was to eat, and then after he ate, he went back to sleep. Like, I don't know how people do that. Like, how is that possible? I just have these different thoughts in my head going, and I just cannot sleep, and I just watch movies or just pray throughout the flight. So I also enjoy cooking. I enjoy cooking for others, really, because I like when you cook and people actually like your food, and it's like, and you just see them eating it and enjoying it. Yeah, that gives me joy. So something else is that I love nature. I like to call myself a student of life. I learn from everything around me. I learn from the ants. I learn from my kid. I learn from everything. I think that's another way that the Holy Spirit also, speaks to me. Like, he could just, like an example, you relate more when it's like things that you can relate to. So I relate with everything. I can just look at something and see ants like moving. I'm like, that's why the Bible said to learn from the ants. Yeah, I'm weird like that. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, my favorite movie is Backup Plan, the movie with J-Lo, and where she got artificially inseminated, then she fell in love. Yes, that is one of my favorite movies. I'm not really a movie person, but when I do watch movies, I prefer the romantic movies, and I also love to watch my Nigerian movies. I go on Iroko TV and I binge watch on a lot of movies. So yeah, those are just some random facts about me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're still watching, then thank you for watching this video. Thank you for staying to the end, and I look forward to making more videos for you to help you grow, to help you become the best version of yourself, to help you go after God and go after your purpose. So thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next video. Bye.